A call for a burglary at an apartment on the west side turning into gunfire.
Police still combing through body cam footage to piece together what exactly happened.
What made them think that it was okay to just come and shoot in somebody's house 51 times?
Clearly, this is another tragic event that deserves close scrutiny.
Talk to me from your perspective. What happened last night?
Officers are supposed to help people. They're not supposed to just come over here and shoot to kill.
A dire need for answers. We now know the name of a man who was shot and killed by San Antonio police last week at a West Side apartment complex. He's been identified as Victor Sanchez.
Yeah, the incident actually happened last night. Today, our Devin Clark spoke with the mother of his one-year-old son who was in the apartment with Sanchez moments before he was shot.
Just heard the shots fired.
Angelique Baron reflects on the incident that left the father of her one-year-old son, 44-year-old Victor Sanchez, shot dead by officers. Police say they had been in the area knocking on doors because of a reported burglary.
We were called here for a burglars in action.
By Baron's account, Sanchez may have gotten spooked.
Because he said somebody was banging on the door, so he has my daughter call 911.
And when the officers got here, they attempted to enter the apartment where the call came from, and they couldn't get in. No sound inside. Nobody came to the door, so they went back down to the cars, entering some information into their computers when they heard a shot.
Baron says she believes Sanchez fired a shot at the ground to scare the possible bad actor away.
Fired one shot inside, but I think that he fired because he didn't believe that the cops were outside. He believed that whoever he says was banging on the door. I think that's why he fired, to like scare them and run away.
And later told her and the kids to run outside.
If the cops start firing inside the house, I don't want the kids to get scared. I don't want anybody to get hit.
Police say investigators heard gunfire and saw the family running outside.
I was outside for 15 or 20 minutes and I heard another pop. And then I said, I think he shot himself. Y'all need to go in there and y'all need to check on him. I said he has psychiatric problems.
Then realized Sanchez, who was still inside, was out on bond. He was charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon against Baron in a previous incident.
And he has another friend that lives here, and he tells them, I'm good friends with Victor. Can I go, please? He's my good friend. I want to talk to him. He'll listen to me. And they said, no, you need to be quiet. And he's like, well, that's my friend. And they said, put your hands behind your back. They took him to jail. So they didn't let nobody come over here and talk to him.
Officers went in. They saw the individual as soon as they walked in, and he went into a bathroom. And at that point, I haven't seen the body cam to be able to accurately tell you what happened after that.
And that's when I heard pop, 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 pop. A lot of shots, and it had to have been 15 or 20 shots that I heard. But now I know that it wasn't 15 or 20, it was 51. There's 51 bullet holes in here.
Police say last night officers tried to get Sanchez to drop his gun, but Sanchez went further into the apartment and threatened officers with a rifle and pointed the handgun at them. SAPD says 6 officers opened fire, striking Sanchez multiple times.
They took me to the police station to leave a statement. And when I got there to leave the statement, I told them, I said, I talked to the detectives right now, and I told them when I got here that they were going to let me know how he was doing. They didn't let me know the whole time. I was waiting 45 minutes. I kept asking, is he okay? Is he okay? And so then I finally, just gave in. The words just started coming out. Like I just started, telling them everything that happened or whatever, everything they're asking me about my whole day. So I'm explaining to them. And then he says, okay. When he's done, he walks out the room. And then he comes back in there and he says, Victor's deceased. And he told me that I needed to be strong for my kids. And I told him, after I was done screaming, I just stopped and I said, I want to go home now. And they said, you can't go home. And I said, well, why not? And they said, we'll take you to your sister's, but you can't go home. I said, y'all just killed, My husband, y'all killed him, and y'all are telling me that I can't go home. I said I have my purse there, I have my keys, I want to go back home now. Y'all said y'all were taking me home, and they said we'll take you anywhere you want to go, but you're not going home.
When Baron returned home this morning, she says she was surprised to see her hallway filled with pools of blood, and even more surprised to count 51 bullet holes that had ripped through her home.
They lied to me. They told me he was talking when they took him in the ambulance. They're like, ma'am, he was talking. There's no way that he could have been talking if there was that much blood.
Baron admits Sanchez suffered severe mental health issues, and she's not sure what happened inside the apartment leading up to the deadly shooting. She does, though, wish the entire event could have played out differently.
What if your wife or your husband had a mental issue? Would you expect for the cops to come over here and then start firing and killing your loved one? It was one person that has a mental issue, and they came in here and they treated it wrong.
This and another shooting where a man was killed by San Antonio police just over a week ago have led to family members of the deceased calling for police body cam footage to be released in both incidents.
Body cam footage is a form of evidence. It is a very much part of our system of accountability, and I think the public needs to be part of that.
While Police Chief William McManus has vowed to review the footage, no word on if and when it will be released.